back, good people. We back. It's the Wrap Up Podcast, episode 14. Took a little hiatus, had us a little holiday break. How you feeling, brother?
That's right, I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Nobody gave no mildew cups or no exposed pipes.
Nah, man, no. We were good.
No dirty Tupperware, none of that.
We were good. Yeah. We were good.
People been asking about you.
For real?
Yeah, man. I definitely got a few people who said, you know what? I'm on that Stephen shit too. I don't want to be in no deep, dark basement.
The more you know.
Hey, I guess you're right. I was definitely, I'd say critiquing things, even though I was at my mama's house.
Yeah.
I already knew everything was gonna be straight, but now I'm like, Mom, you ain't got no stainless. Mom, you ain't got no stainless steel appliances. All her appliances are black. I ain't say it to her face.
That's not bad though. I can deal with that.
Oh, you can deal with that? Alright, so yeah, come over to Mom's.
Not if your refrigerator got flowers and stuff on it. That's
I ain't got no flowers.
You calling it the ice box.
The ice box. You got the defrost the Frigidaire.
For real.
Yeah, man, but the holidays was good. Good food, good times with the family, so we was kicking it. But now we back into it. We back in the groove, man. And I want to jump it off. The Black Dot. Would you call it an album? I guess we're going to call it an album, right? Yeah, but I don't want to call it an EP. It's got enough tracks on it that it's not an EP.
Yeah.
But the Black Thought Project, let's just say that to be safe. Streams of Thought 2 dropped before the holiday? Or was it right after?
26th.
The 26th. Okay, so right after the holiday. Right after. I checked it out this morning, like 5 or 6 times. I probably got about a good 6 or 7 spins out of it now.
I got 5. Yeah.
Man, let me tell you. First of all, it's a quick listen. It's 25
24, 25, something
24, 25 minutes. So it's a quick listen. But man, it's dope. First of all, Black Thought, I can't even think of a time Black Thought ever disappointed.
Yeah.
Whether it comes, whether it's the Roots or his own individual projects, if it's a feature or whatever, Black Thought always come correct. But he definitely did his thing on this.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely came with it. The bars is there. The production is dope. It's just all together. It came through as a really solid, concise project. And it's because I ain't gonna say because it's Black Thought, but because of the way music is today, it's not gonna get a huge amount of publicity.
Oh, not at all.
It's not gonna get a lot of pub. But for those who know, if you in the know and you've listened to this album, then you know that this is a piece of work.
Yeah.
This one was dope.
It is. One thing about Black Thought, I remember I've always been a Thought fan back from even. I can't say back with the Roots because he is with the Roots, but as far back as Organics and Do You Want More, the first 2 albums I believe they had.
Yeah.
And he was dope, but when they was dropping those 94, 93, 92, 95 era, I was 14, 15, so I just knew him as
to go back.
Yeah, as a good MC.
Yeah.
But what made me kind of notice him as, this dude can be at that time one of the greats on Talib's album Quality.
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon rap.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he ate that track.
He got busy.
Oh, he ate that track.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I agree. I had to go back in order to appreciate Black Thought. Go back to the early Roots joints. Go back to what was the joint that he had with the man? It was on the same album as You Got Me.
Things Fall Apart.
Things Fall Apart. Man, that's the album where I would say, okay, yeah, this dude gets busy. And then I had to go back, and listen to the early 90s joints, and I was like, okay, yeah, this dude is crazy.
And he had a different style when he originally,
much different style.
Everybody was, even Jay was doing that type of rap, and for him to be almost, I believe he's close to his 50s, late 40s, to still, his cadence is still on point. The lyrics, you can tell he goes into the studio and like, I'm just about to spit. When he does these particular albums, it's just his thoughts and they just coming out.
I'm glad that you brought up cadence. I would probably say between him, Jay, probably Big L.
Oh, Big L.
Those guys have the best cadence and breath control that I have ever heard when it comes to people jumping on a record. The best.
Even early Jay-Z. Right. His control of how fast he was rapping and the enunciation.
That's the thing. Is that you can still understand what they were saying.
Yep.
I mean, because you can rap fast and then it's just like, yo, I gotta rewind this because I ain't quite catch it. Twister, so to speak. You know, it's like it was some things that Twister would say I couldn't quite catch.
I ain't understand nothing ever from Twister other than biology. Well, that's it.
Yeah, man, but it's Black Thought, Big L, and Jay-Z probably have the best breath control, best cadence. Like those is like superior flowers to me. Not that other dudes ain't nice when it comes to flow, but it's like those is the upper echelon type guys to me.
Ambidextrous on tracks, man. They can.
That's a perfect example.
They get busy.
That's a perfect analogy for it. And it's just the way that they can weave in and out of the track and different instruments and the way that they play off of words. And it's just, man, those dudes is top notch. So Black Thought definitely had that back on display with this track and with this project. And it was just phenomenal, top to bottom. It's no misses.
None at all. All 9 tracks.
Everything is bananas.
No skips.
But I do got a favorite track.
What's your favorite track?
Long Liveth.
Long Liveth is dope.
Long Liveth is my favorite track.
Now, Long Liveth, I say, would probably be that one track that I would want to be a little bit longer because it's so short, man.
It is.
It's so short.
He bodied it
he got busy.
As soon as it came
he got busy.
on, man. He bodied that joint as soon as it came on.
It was dope. What I like about the album, 9 songs, very concise, short project. He didn't play around with it. From bar 1, he's speaking dirt, man. From bar 1,
it wasn't no warm up. It wasn't no, like let me dance around this. Let me try to, make something for the radio. Nah.
It fits, man.
We going in.
So mine is I have 3 that I can listen to. You got the number 8. I can't remember the name of it. Streets.
Definitely.
My favorite track is Conception, and the first one, Fentanyl.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Fentanyl is butter.
So those is my 3 favorite tracks.
Okay.
Long Liveth is still number 1, but then Conception and Fentanyl is dope. Soundtrack to Confusion is pretty dope too. That's number 2.
And I think that the other track, Hold the Chopper, is that the name of it?
Yeah.
That was on. I think that was on the Luke Cage movie. I mean, not movie, but in the Luke Cage series. Yeah. Okay. He performed that on there because when I was thinking
when he in the
little club.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the name of the club
because all the beats sound because Salaam and Ali, the score of Luke Cage. So it puts you in that vibe of that. Horns and the crazy snare drum and
it sounds like you right there.
Yep.
I'm glad that you brought up the horns and everything. The fact that if you listen to music, you can tell live instruments.
Absolutely.
Everything is live.
Absolutely.
Everything is live, and then obviously with him working late night and doing with the live band and also obviously working with Questlove and the Roots, so he's acclimated to working with the live band. Everybody can't do it. Everybody doesn't. I'm gonna be honest, everybody doesn't sound great with a live band.
I agree.
Man, Tariq sound great with a live band.
Yep.
Black Thought absolutely killed it. The sound is crisp. He sounds great over the instruments, and he maneuvers well with the instruments. The production on this is top notch.
And what kept blowing my mind with Remi's production is we talked last week, I believe, or our last show about the redundancy of Swiss.
Yeah,
these beats were redundant as ever, but they were so dope. I didn't care. I didn't care. I think because it was a concept and the vibe, and it worked with whatever stream of thought Black was in. Give me 60 beats that sound like that. Give me all the horns. Give me all the snares. Give me all the crazy bass. Give me all of that because it's
you can tell
working right now.
He was going for a specific sound.
Absolutely.
And they fed it to him.
Absolutely.
He was going for something specific. He was going for something that he was going for a vibe. Mm-hmm. And he was like, this is what I want. This is what I want it to be. Give me this. Give me 10, 12 tracks of this. And then, he probably cut it down to, whatever he liked. But he was going for a sound. He was going for a vibe, and he found it.
And the just position of the tracks, his content wasn't for the faint at heart.
No.
But the beats were so smooth and laid back that you would miss certain grimy verses because you caught up in the smoothness or the suaveness of the beat. That my man on here talking some, I got the milli and I'm ready to, he talking dirt.
He was going in, man. He was definitely feeding us some bars. And that's another reason why you got to go through it 5, 6, 7 times because you're gonna miss some stuff. This is packed with rhymes, packed with lyrics. So it definitely didn't disappoint.
So you're a long album cat.
Yes.
So when you get a project like this that's 24 minutes and all 9 are on point and you can listen to it a bevy of time.
He gave you so much.
Is that what you would rather prefer if you get a short album? If you get a short album, give me all heat.
Yeah. If you give me a short album, then I want every album to be all heat. It don't always happen like that. But if you're going to give me a short album, I want it to be something that's going to be thought-provoking, something that's going to make me say, you know what, I can't just listen to this and then put it right down. Mm-hmm. Throughout this year, it's been a lot of short albums. Everything hasn't done that for me. Yeah, it has been a few, both streams of thought I've had to, both 1 and 2, I've gone back and it's gotten a lot of, extended play. A couple of the Kanye joints was like that. Where it was short, but I'm like, yo, man, I gotta keep playing this. I gotta spin this over and over because it was thought provoking. It gave me something. So this is so action packed, even though it's only 24 minutes long. It's so much to digest. He gave you a lot. You got a plate full in 24 minutes. Yeah. So it's not like you could just say, okay, this is 24 minutes of music, and then you just press on. I mean, some people can. I can't because he's giving you so much. If you're really listening, you can't just fly through this in 24 minutes.
Oh, no, you can't. Not at all.
He gave
not
you
too
too
much.
much.
It's too much.
It's too much. Yeah, it's a lot to digest, and that's a good thing. If you only got 24 minutes of music, but yet you gotta keep going back and keep, you repetitive with the spins, it's because, you gotta feed through it. Yeah. You got a lot to comb over and to go through. So, man, this project was top notch.
A dope project to me is when, and we've had a couple that we've discussed that happened for us, is when it goes back to number 1, and you don't even know that it's number 1 until you look at your info in the car. You look at the phone and like, yo, I'm back at number 4. That means that album.
Or you hear a bar and I was like, he said that again.
That's a dope album. If the rotation and you just vibing so much, and next you look up and you at number 6 again. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So my man we talked about it prior of where does he rank in the pantheons of he's moving up. We put him at number 5. Yeah. We may have to start moving some of these legends that we have, the Biggies, the Tupacs. They may have to start coming down.
I agree. So we had a big talk the last time that we discussed this, and I was like, oh, he pushed Eminem down. He pushed him out of my top 5. Yeah. And I said, the reason why is because the consistency in which he delivers the music and the inconsistency in which Eminem has, he's been hit or miss over the last 5 to 7, in my opinion. Yeah. So I say, with the consistency that Black Thought has given me over that last 5 to 7, why ain't he moving up? That's true. He moves up into my 5. This type of work right here, gonna have him keep continuing to move up. Right now, M ain't got a shot to get back in my 5. Not like this. Like this.
I told you in passing that T.I. made it in my 5. T.I. done got pushed out.
Hey, I understand. With a project like this, and thinking that, first of all, this is 2. This is 2 in the matter of
a course of a year, right?
Yeah. Because both Streams of Thought came out this year, but I'm thinking like, how long ago was that? Like 3 months?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
One?
Somewhere around there. I know it was
something else.
It had
got
to be in the
released,
summertime
right?
because it came out with something else.
Yeah, it came out with one of the Kanye joints. So it was.
It sure did.
Definitely
It was in
one of the
summer. Yep,
summertime.
it sure did.
So like in a matter
did.
of 3 or 4 months, we got another one, and this is bananas.
Mm-hmm.
This is better than the first one.
Yeah, I agree. I
opinion.
totally agree.
It's better than the first one.
I agree.
So man, huge shout out to Big Thought for this one because you sent it to me last night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm listening to this on the train. It's definitely getting played for the commute.
Yeah.
I set a notification on my phone in the calendar like Black Thought. So 6:30 in the morning, and it just say Black Thought. Like, yeah, we playing this.
Yeah.
We playing this, and it didn't disappoint. So
No problem.
I definitely been spinning it.
So that's not it we got from Black. I don't know when it's releasing, but Endgame, Roots album.
Yeah.
I don't know if Endgame is a prerequisite to being the last album from them. I don't know, but we're getting more work. I don't know when it's coming out, but Endgame.
I read the not an article. I read a little excerpt from it. Dang, I can't remember who posted it up. So I seen it on somebody's post on Instagram, and obviously I'm always down for more music. But you don't want to see the end of the Roots,
Nah.
or a last project from the Roots. I know they kind of go off and do their own thing, but they always come back together. It ain't like they never really like broke up. But I know they always venture off into their own kind of mode and do their own thing because they megastars in their own right. But still they are the legendary Roots crew.
You're right.
So
You're right.
I need to see more from them. I'm hoping that this isn't a precursor to them saying like, yo, this is the last, or this is coming to the end.
And what I like what they've been doing as a group is their last maybe 2 albums have been concept albums.
Yeah.
And we don't normally get that from the Roots. So was it Stop What My Cousin Was Shoot, something like that. Whatever the last one was a dope. I didn't know it was a concept album until I heard it. Was like, yo, this has a motif or a theme around it. So the Roots, man, Black Thought right now. If anybody's saying from his 10-minute Requiem freestyle, till the 2 albums that he's dropped, even the features that he's been on,
the features in between,
him, whatever that is, him, Pusha T, and Styles. Once again, are winning the year for me in terms of features and efforts that they've dropped.
The only other person, and I'm not gonna put him up there with them 3, but he gotta at least get an honorable mention. Jim Jones.
Ooh, yes.
Jim Jones been putting it in.
Jim been walking on these tracks, man.
Jim been putting it in, yo.
He's been walking on these
with
tracks.
The joint, the new Dipset joint that just dropped. New Dipset is cold if you ain't peeped.
Hey, let's segue into it then.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, right there.
So for Black Thought, we gonna wrap it up or unwrap it?
Oh, we definitely unwrapping it.
Okay.
We definitely
unwrapping that.
this. It's gonna stay unwrapped.
Certified unwrapped.
Yeah.
For Black Thought.
For sure.
Streams of Thought too. Now Dipset. You either like them or you don't.
Right. It's no in between. It's either you think Dipset is dope or you just really ain't rocking with Dipset.
Diplomatic Ties, I think was the name of it, right?
I think so.
Diplomatic Ties.
Let me double check. I'm gonna be honest. The album art got me.
No doubt.
If you ain't seen the album art, check it out. Shorty really got that tattoo though.
Word?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
that's
Shorty really got that tattoo.
That's New York.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you're right. It is Diplomatic Ties. Another dope album. It's and it's 9 minutes. I mean 9 tracks. I'm sorry, it's 33 minutes. And it's dope. I think it was definitely fresh. I think you got what you expect to get out of out of Jewels and out of Cam. Jim Jones was on a totally different level with me. Jim Jones is on a totally different level than the other two. Not that they wasn't, not that they didn't come dope. I thought Joel still did his thing, Cam did his thing, but Jim Jones is on another level right now with the way that he's spitting.
And he was never the one. Whenever he was spitting, it was like,
it was like, all right, it's Jim.
It was like what how Sheik used to be with the locks. Now I can't wait for Sheik verse. I don't know if it's a maturity in the game.
Maybe that's
the time frame. Man, but Jim.
I was waiting on the Jim verse every time a new track came up. I'm like, what Jimmy finna say?
Yeah.
But what Jimmy finna come with?
Yeah.
And so it was this. It was a couple of other joints. The Swiss joint. He bodied that, and it was something else.
His album that he dropped. Was it around the same time that it wasn't when Saha dropped? Where did this cat drop his album? Oh my goodness! But Jim, when the old albums came, I believe it was the first Diplomatic Community that had was crunk music and this that get crunk music.
That might have been on two. Yeah,
that's what kind of was like. Okay, Jim kind of hitting
Jim
on
got
this.
the bounce.
Yeah.
Jim
and
got
then
the bounce.
he got the We Fly High, the ball in the joint, and then it was it after that. But if you listen to his albums from Poem to any album after that, he's progressively gotten better to me.
Yeah.
When at first I didn't think he was trash, but I could have done without Jim Jones. Now I anticipate a Jim Jones.
He just kind of existed, and it was just like, okay, Jim is there. But now it's just like, yo, Jim is in here. Jim is bodying these joints.
Yep.
So it became from a part where it was just like he was never whack to me. Jim Jones, I can't think of a time where I was just like, man, you know what, Jim Jones is weak. That never came off. But now it's like, yo, Jim Jones is nice.
Yeah.
He's definitely coming with it. But in my opinion, he was the highlight of the album. What it really reminded me of is the Wu-Tang album.
Wasted Talent.
Wasted Talent.
What's the name of it?
Wasted Talent. Yeah. So the Wasted Talent album that came out this year, right?
Yeah.
That was 2018.
Yeah. So the Wasted Talent album was dope. But not in terms of sound, but in terms of who stood out. So when Wu-Tang The Saga Continues came out,
I know where you're going.
And Meth was just
Meth
bodied this.
Level, man.
Meth was on a totally different, and Meth was here, and then the rest of the Wu was here. That's what Jimmy did.
And we got Method Man, I think next week or in 2 weeks. Meth Lab 2 is coming out. So
2 weeks, yeah.
I'm a Wu head, so we gonna talk about that one.
Yeah, of course. And I'm
gonna talk about that one.
With the way that he has, steadily kept coming with heat, and the last time that we heard him,
and he got stale after a while, where all of his raps were beginning to sound redundant.
Yeah,
for him to be known as, I guess, the most commercially successful one, but with Saga Continues, this dude was in a bag that we haven't heard in a long time.
Man, yo, he came with it. He definitely did his thing on that, and after listening to Diplomatic Ties a few times, I'm like, he's doing the Method Man. Mm-hmm. He's outshining everybody else in the group right now. And
conversely, I didn't even need. It's not a lot of Cam on the album. I'm a Cam fan, but if this would have read as a Jim album, I would have been pleased.
That would have been straight. He has. I ain't gonna say the most. He got the most work on the album.
Yeah, he does.
Jim got the most work on the album. Mm-hmm. They did their thing, but Jimmy shined on this too.
Yeah.
Jim shined on this.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your favorite joint on here?
Oh, man, I got to pull it up. Because that came out 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Let's see. What's yours?
I got two. I would probably say the intro.
Yeah, the intro crazy. The intro crazy.
And then the one with the joint with the locks.
Dipset Locks. Dipset Locks is my favorite.
Yeah.
No Sleep was dope.
No Sleep was straight. By any means was cool.
And On God. So those were my three. On God, because I'm a Belly fan. Belly's nice to me.
He did his thing on that.
Dipset Locks is probably my number one. And what made No Sleep dope to me was the flow that Tory had while he was singing that broken, that it didn't ride the beat at all. Then Jim came in and his voice, his gravitas, the gravity of his voice commands the track. We talk about Black and now he commands to take over the track. Jimmy's in that same vein. He may not be on the level of Black, but
Jimmy got a presence.
Yeah,
when he comes on the track, you know exactly who it is. It's not like, oh well, you know, he kind of sound like so and so.
And then he's in that top 5 in the ad lib game. Him, ASAP Ferg, the ad lib game is crazy. That's crazy.
That. Yeah, he definitely did his thing, man. But I would probably say intro is probably gonna edge out and be my favorite one because it sound like 04.
Beat wise, that's my favorite.
It was
beat.
Heatmakers.
That's my favorite beat.
Yeah, so I mean, it came in and it took me right back to high school.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, this is me in high school with my pink Phillies baseball jersey, and I was like, yo, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a part of Dipset.
Walking around with the Fat Farm varsity on, and that was me, Fat Farm varsity with the white tee.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't a part of Dipset, man.
Thinking I'm from Brooklyn and Harlem.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but Diplomatic Ties is definitely a dope one. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out.
So that's an unwrap for me. That's a good album.
Sure.
That's
it's an unwrap.
Dipset fan for life over here. Whatever they make, whatever they touch, I'm down
definitely
for it.
Tuning
I'm
in.
down for it.
And the individual projects too, like Cam last project. The
Cam last album was dope.
I'm waiting on Jewel's project. They were saying that they was hinting around the individual project for him, and then he got locked up.
Man.
Then he got out. Then he just proposed to.
I saw a clip of that. Kimbella.
Yeah.
All we
that's dope.
All we got from him is was it Santana? That's all we got. That's all.
No. I like Jewel's.
That's all we got from Santana.
Nah, man.
So was it Santana's home? Santana's back. Whatever. That's all we got, man.
Nah, you talking about just that one song?
That one song. That's all we got.
Hell nah. You tripping?
That's all we got from him.
Nah.
That's all we got from him. Name me another one.
After what? Just a song?
Yeah.
It's called Lil Boy Fresh. Lil Boy Fresh was dope.
Whatever.
Santana's home was
I don't
dope.
even know if it's called Santana's home. I just remember him walking down the street in the video, and he got the bop on him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna play, man. As soon as this show is over, we finna play some Jewels. I'm gonna show.
Wasn't he supposed to have a joint drop with Fab? Him and Fab was him. He was supposed to do an album with somebody. No, it was Wayne. Him and Wayne was supposed to do an album together.
Right. I can't feel my face joint.
Yeah,
he did.
That's right.
He did like 2 or 3.
That's right. He did.
He definitely has some hits on there.
He did. I'm sorry, Jewel.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gonna have to recant that.
I didn't give you your due. So that's my bad.
You gotta recant that. That man got hits.
That's my bad.
It's cool. We forgive you. On behalf of the Jewel's community and
the Jewel's delegation.
Yeah, the Jewel's delegation and those with like minds. We
for real. My bad, man. I gave him the what y'all was doing to me with Memph Bleak. I did that to Jewel's.
Well, don't say y'all.
You never did that.
Yeah. I was about to say I still mess with Memph. But yo, man, if you ain't heard those 2 projects, definitely check them out. Streams of Thought 2. And also check out Diplomatic Ties. Both of them is out right now. Check those out. Want to get into something else though, man. And I'm gonna give props to my homie Carter. He posed the question the other day, and I'm like, yo, I'm definitely still in this for my podcast, bro. But he was like, think about all of the Denzel movies. Who is the best character, or who's your favorite character when it comes to the Denzel movies? And right away I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be pretty easy, until I started thinking about the catalog and started thinking about the different characters who he has, and I'm like, yo, this is a lot more difficult than I thought. And just bouncing the idea off of a couple of different people in passing, and it's like, yo, one of the first things that always comes up is like, oh, Training Day. But then once you start digging deeper into this catalog, I'm like, yo, it's way deeper than just Alonzo. So even though I've been thinking about this topic for like, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than a week, I still really only got to narrow down to 2. and I mean, and we'll talk about more than just these, but I got to narrow down to Malcolm X and John Q.
Okay.
Malcolm X and John Q.
So why would you say Malcolm X and John Q?
Malcolm X, obviously, because he was just such a prominent character. When you, first of all, it's always hard to play. To me, it's always going to be hard to play somebody else.
Yeah.
And then come off believable. Come off with, you know, the authenticity that you're looking for. Everybody can't do it.
True.
You know, you can make movies and then the authenticity isn't always there. You know, so people can play all of these prominent characters and prominent leaders, and they don't always capture it. I'm talking about down to the mannerisms and the things that I see in interviews and in documentaries of the way that Malcolm X acted. He embodied that. So I just think when it comes down to the sheer ability to act and bring across the authenticity of what Malcolm X was, I gotta say Malcolm X.
I agree in terms of that. If I had to pick two, since you did two, I do two. Number one is Bleak Gilliam, Mo Better Blues. That's my favorite Denzel joint.
I didn't even think of that.
Favorite Denzel joint.
Yo, okay, that's
because if you think about it, that was we always knew he was the ladies' man.
Yeah,
he came in suave, big teeth, everything, just cool, just cool.
Yeah.
But Bleak Gilliam, that performance embodies everything you want out of a character. He's funny. He's shisty. Yeah. He is vulnerable.
Yeah.
He a jerk. He a dog.
Yeah.
So he plays the spectrum of.
But he still got that machismo.
But he still has that same joint. And the way him and Wes played off one another, that's another. I know we're talking about Denzel, but I don't think Wes truly gets his props as a dope actor.
He doesn't.
But keeping it strictly on Denzel, I would say Mo Better Blues is my favorite Denzel movie. That's my date night movie today. You want to say Mo Better?
I ain't mad at that. That's a good one.
The Mo Better make it Mo Better. You don't know what that is? You don't know what that is? So you know what I'm saying? So that, and then of course you got the standard. You know, X, I would say, is in everyone's that's a Denzel fan maybe in their top list, Glory. But if I was to go outside of that, not even Training Day, but when he played, and we talked about a little bit of it off air, when he played Creasy and Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
That Creasy, was to me a different role. Even though we had Training Day before that, Creasy was a character that we don't expect Denzel to play. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? I will say this. At the time when he was Creasy, we didn't see that side of Denzel a lot, but now his character is starting to be that more, where he's a little broken. Yeah, you know, he's not. I mean, because before he was impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? With the different characters that he played, and he was, you know, it's just like, man, I would want to be that guy. But Detective Creasy, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Yeah, you know, or then when he played Flight. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
When celebrities get old, they make them action heroes. Yeah. Harrison Ford. Yeah. Liam Neeson. Christopher Walken. Yeah.
But the good ones can still
do it.
They can still do good at it. Yeah.
And if from Equalizer 1, Equalizer 2, the maneuverability, if you will, of his acting chops. And then to go back and do what we're familiar with Fences.
Phenomenal.
Then that's if you look at young Denzel, a sleeper movie too, The Mighty Quinn. Okay. Another sleeper movie when he in Jamaica and he the little cop in Jamaica. Yeah. Deja Vu. Another sleepy movie. My man got stock.
He definitely
got stock. But for me, Mo Better and Man on Fire.
Mo Better and Man on
Fire. If I
Fire.
had to choose today, that can be totally different tomorrow.
That is.
But Mo Better Blues will always be number one.
I dig that.
He Got Game switching every now and then.
Yeah, He Got Game was another good one. Book of Eli
was dope.
That was another.
If you expected that from Denzel, you lying.
Yeah, I did not see it. I didn't see it coming at all. But John Q
Yeah,
was
John
my
Q.
other one, and that one pulls on my heartstrings a little bit more just because of the personal things that's going on for me.
No doubt.
So that one is really high on my list. But Inside Man.
Inside Man,
another dope one.
Another Spike Lee movie.
It was
Spike.
So that one is pretty fresh. Crimson Tide. I can't remember what's his character's name in Crimson Tide.
Oh my goodness! You want the con?
Yeah.
Oh, what is my man's name? But he was dope in that too. Yeah.
Hit the Googles.
He got so many things, so many films that we can say he's dope. I don't think I've seen a bad Denzel performance. The movie may have been trash, but I don't believe his performance was bad.
Cool. I'm glad you clarified that.
Because if I had to choose one that I probably only seen once, it would probably be the Whitney joint. When he was the angel, was the preacher's wife.
Oh, preacher's wife? Preacher's wife wasn't
I probably
bad.
only. Well, it didn't do nothing.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad movie. Two Guns was a bad movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Two Guns is a TBS TNT special.
Exactly.
So if it comes on that and I'm up, I'm watching Two Guns. But I wouldn't run into the show to see Two Guns.
I dig it. We didn't talk about American Gangster. Frank Lucas.
Ooh.
That's another one where you act.
Ooh.
You are portraying somebody else.
Just
You did
alpaca.
another. It's 100% alpaca.
Yeah, man.
Blot that shit.
And young Denzel didn't move like that, man.
At all.
His roles when he became older, his juice, his sauce, his seasonings, if you will, was so on point. Well, they are on point.
For sure. Another one, when I told you my guy Carter is the one who brought this up. His is Coach Boone. Remember the Titans.
Oh, Remember the Titans. Yeah.
Coach Boone from Remember the Titans.
Yep.
He was like, yo, the fact that he was able to embody that character for a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I was like, yo, that's a good one. That's a really
I just saw this joint this year too. It got good reviews, but the people didn't see it. Esquire, where he played
Roman J. Esquire.
That joint was so dope, man.
Yeah.
The layers he had to play a complex character with insecurities, but was kind of stuck up at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, he bodied Esquire.
Yeah, that was another good one.
My man's just dope. Philadelphia. Bone Collector. He laid in the bed the whole time.
Yo, we could go all day with this because he's that good. He is that good. If you had to, I ain't gonna say if you had to rank them because I think that'll be even more difficult than just put. We can't even narrow it down to one. I don't know if we can.
I think I can rank mine.
You go. You better than me, bro.
I think I can rank mine. What you about to say?
I was gonna say, if we can't rank them, but you're saying that you can't, is who else has a catalog that has the ability to do this? I can think of a few.
So,
but not many.
And are you talking, since it's Denzel, it has to be leading, right?
Yes.
Because...
Yes. I'll say leading actors. Now, all of their movies don't have to be... because we talked about Glory when he was Private Cherub. He wasn't the lead.
Yeah.
But, Philadelphia...
Tom stole that.
Yeah,
that
so
that
you
was
can't
Tom.
really say he was the lead, but he was still he was great in that. So of a majority of the movies, I would want to say that he's the lead. But if they have a prominent role, then let's go ahead and count it. I can think of maybe 4 or 5.
Are we strictly black or it doesn't matter?
No. Just actors. Period. Actors. Period. I can think of 4 or 5 who has the catalog that Denzel has.
Okay, I would say Sam Jackson.
Okay.
I don't want to say it, but when you say catalog, do you mean good work or just visibility?
Good work. We're talking about good work. It took us a long time to even name bad movies with Denzel. Everything else we named was like dope. Not good, not okay. We're talking about dope movies.
Because I want to say Will, because Will has bad movies, but he was good in them.
I got Will in there.
Because
I got Will as one.
Okay, good. So I would say
I'm
Will.
with you on that.
I would say Will. Oh man, I got a crazy actor list, man. Johnny Depp never disappoints me, man.
I'm not mad at Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp never disappoints. I wouldn't say Tom Cruise because I don't think Tom Cruise in his older years has displayed the range he displayed when he was younger.
He has some good ones, but I don't think he has a catalog of just like knock your socks off awesome ones.
He found that vein of Mission Impossible, and I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah. A lot of those is the same guy.
Tom Hanks.
I would say is in Tom Hanks in yes.
Probably in terms of selectivity, not Harrison Ford. Russell Crowe has some joints. It may not be on the same vein as Denzel, but to do a Gladiator, then come back and to do A Beautiful Mind, you know what I'm saying? So that
was a dope flick.
That's range.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's Leo can say I'm about to do a movie and it's gonna be me and a Kit Kat rapper.
Yeah. And I'm gonna watch it.
Absolutely.
So when I think about the catalog.
Leo, it may be Leo and Denzel.
Exactly,
maybe like this.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. When I think of Denzel, the very next person I think of is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Has to be. I agree. No shade to all those that I mentioned. Y'all not Leo
at all.
Not
when
Leo.
You think about Inception, Titanic,
Gangs of New
York, the joint. The mobster joint. Why is it Departed? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is definitely the second name that comes to mind. And not even to say that Denzel is ahead of him. I think they arguably
you
one
go move. Somebody can say Malcolm X, then someone can say The Aviator. Somebody can say Hurricane, and someone can say The Great Gatsby. Right. So you can go movie for Training Day. Somebody, The Revenant. Yeah. You can go movie.
That was a dope movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, he got game. Basketball Diaries. Yeah. What you got? You can go.
You can go all day because they are that good.
Yeah.
It's in when it goes like that, we're talking about classic movies. Like these dudes have classic movies under their belt.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Man, listen. I don't think those guys are on a totally different level.
And it's a few that's not. Will is a good actor to me. He's not at that level. He can when everything works perfectly for him. Like what was the movie with the guy Gardner? With him and the son. Why does that name?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Phenomenal movie. Yeah. The range in that, but then he can give me a Hitch, and I'm happy with that.
Right, because Hitch is a dope movie to me.
The movie he had with Margot Robbie when he was and they were doing the
when they was doing
the start with an F, I believe. Oh my goodness, and they were like gambling.
Yeah, why am I trying to say that it's called Loose? But I know exactly what you're talking about. They were scheming people out of the money.
Suicide Squad, he was dope into me.
Suicide Squad was dope.
So
why is this escaping me? I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's one word.
Yeah, and it was dope.
And that's a different movie we've seen Will in. Yeah. Will has had some sleepers that a lot of people don't like, man. Hancock was dope to me. A lot of people don't like Hancock, man.
I don't think it was dope.
Hancock was dope.
It was okay. What's the End of the World movie? That was dope.
I Am Legend.
That was fresh.
To be the only one in that movie.
You was the only person from a majority of the movie. Yeah. And he bodied it. That was crazy.
You know you dope if they say, "Hey brother, we want you to play Batman,
the last man alive,
or Spider-Man." I mean, not Spider-Man, or Superman.
Yeah.
If they about to change the color of one of their greats, one of their great superheroes, man, you know you doing some heavy business.
Ali,
when I was younger, I loved it. When I got older and realized he stopped talking like Ali halfway through the movie, I still can watch it, but I don't hold it to the same esteem. Like Brad Pitt and Troy, when he start off with the accent, he's like, "Yo, I don't feel like doing it no more.
I'm over this.
Yeah, I'm just about to give you Oklahoma."
Focus.
Focus. That's the name of it. I knew it began with an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope movie. Yeah,
7 pounds.
7 pounds was dope.
You could do this with Will Smith.
Yeah.
You could do this with Will Smith. Bad Boys. What? Independence Day.
Yeah. Those were his get started movies, yeah, so I agree with that.
I mean, but then you have After Earth. You have Wild Wild West.
And After Earth wasn't as bad as it was pegged out. It was watchable for me. And I'm not going to the show to see it.
Bad.
But once again, if it was a TBS joint and I'm watching, I'll watch
Enemy
it.
at a State.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Really dope.
But I agree. It still goes back to Denzel and Leo.
I'm with you.
Denzel and Leo.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I would say those two. I'm a little biased, and I want to put in Robert De Niro because I know he plays a lot of the same characters. Well, he did. He's got some versatility in the room. But I am a huge mobster movie fan. If it's a gangster flick, I'm going to watch it.
And Pacino got a new one coming out.
So yeah, I seen that. So I want to put Robert De Niro in there, just because of he's nice, man.
Yeah,
he nice. So it's a few people who you can do this with. I don't think that I don't think anybody else really touches Denzel and Leonardo DiCaprio. But those are the two who really just kind of set it apart when it comes to.
If I would say currently, I don't think currently no one can touch them.
No, not at all. Not at all. What about women?
That can touch Denzel or Leo?
No. Just who you can run down their list or their catalog and say, you know what, this is something that we could do that with. I didn't like the smirk, bro. Like it ain't there. Like
and that's where the sexism in Hollywood comes in. When you think of actors, not even actresses and actor, male, female, you automatically gravitate towards men.
Yeah, this is true.
And there are legends that are women, but it would probably take me a while to play that out. Like if I was to have to choose
the level of opportunity.
Yeah,
is the same.
if I had to choose a woman now, I would have to think. Of course you got your Scarletts, but I don't think they're at that level of a high. To be honest, I don't even front. I cannot think of a upper echelon woman right now, unless we go with Viola Davis, maybe
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, but I was trying to stay current, because I can go old school all day.
Okay,
I can give you Ingrid Bergman's and Rita Hayworth, Cinema Major, man. I can do that with you, but I was trying to find something current, and it's sad to say that it's not a lot of women movies that. Like they tried with the Ocean's 8. I don't think nobody saw that, man.
I didn't.
So
but I would have.
They tried with Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So and not saying this is anything is wrong with them, but that's what they're fighting for now.
This is true.
I can't think of a woman in a leading role, but if we were let me stop being lazy. I would probably say Kate Winslet bodies everything she does.
Okay.
Kate Blanchett bodies everything she does. From Lord of the Rings to whatever, she can play a dope dude. For some reason, she always can play like a masculine character. If we want to go old school, we can go Meryl Streep, of course, Glenn Close.
Glenn Close. I didn't think of her.
Glenn Close is dope. But
Julia Roberts?
No, I wouldn't say, but
No?
they say her new show she got on Amazon is pretty good, but I'm not buying it for it. So, just saying, I'm just keeping as they say, keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
I dig it.
Yeah, but it's and that sucks that's how we are, but that's where we are. Me personally, you can throw out a bunch of them like pop, pop, pop. I can't right now.
I can't. I am trying to think, as you was talking, but you made a good point with, like you said, the sexism in Hollywood and the lack of opportunity. Not saying that women don't have the opportunity, but when you pair it or stack it up against the opportunity of men, then you see the discrepancy.
And we can even go into the new wave of nouveau actresses that's out right now with we mentioned Margot Robbie and what's the the Wonder Woman chick, the cute, what is her name?
I know exactly who you're talking about. She foreign, something like that though. Yeah.
But
I know exactly.
if they're in something where they're lead as the leading lady, it's still a support to whatever that main actor is. Wonder Woman, she has her own thing, so she's kind of winning. And then even when people talk about when Wonder Woman came out, how dope Wonder Woman was, the action is what was dope. The acting wasn't that good to me. I
agree. I felt like when it was time for you to delve into the story, it wasn't that dope.
And that could be and that could be a DC issue because you know how they are with stories. So
or a director issue. I didn't think it was like maybe he just couldn't. I ain't gonna say he can't get right, but it is to me when it was time for dialogue. When it was time for
Gal Gadot was her name. Wonder Woman.
I would have never guessed.
I saw her face too, like a sexy chick.
As soon as you said it, I knew exactly who you was talking about. But I was just like, I don't know.
And and it's no one now. Like, I'm not running to go see Taraji and Proud Mary. You know what I'm saying?
That is probably one of the worst movies I've seen. I like Taraji P. Henson because she was phenomenal in what was the space joint?
Hard I Have for a Pimp.
Cut him off, Jesus. Oh no.
The space movie
for color girls or no. That's not it.
The Tyler Perry movie?
No.
You said when she was in space.
No, when they was working for NASA.
Oh, Hidden Figures, man.
Hidden Figures.
You said for color. You just grabbed the ensemble black sexism in Hollywood.
It's in the show. The show is over with.
You just grabbed a black name. That's
terrible.
Oh,
Hidden
man.
Figures. She was amazing in Hidden Figures. I watched Proud Mary. I fought through watching Proud Mary.
Yeah, Proud Mary was pretty bad.
It was an absolute terrible movie. Danny Glover was he acted old as hell throughout the whole movie. Danny Glover it was like, yo, that can't be the line, right? He just messed that up, right? And they just left it in. That's an outtake. Am I watching the blooper reel? Danny Glover was bad. Yeah. Taraji P. Henson was bad. The little boy, the little boy probably was like the best actor in the whole movie. Proud Mary was a terrible movie. It was bad.
So we've just broken down the sexism, and it wasn't even a topic.
There you go.
But we can't name women. We can't name women actresses.
Well, no. We can't name women actresses.
Leading.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So I mean that wraps it up, man.
Octavia Spencer.
She's a phenomenal actress. She's a really good actress. No way in hell we would be able to go across her catalog where she's the lead.
Only thing I can think of was Jennifer Smucks. Let me stop, man.
She had the one movie that was really dope where she was God.
The Help?
No. No.
What you mean was she God?
She was like portrayed as God. I can't remember the name of the movie. Said The Help.
And they doing a remake of What Women Want, man. I mean,
what?
They doing a women's version of What Women Want. You know, the Mel Gibson joint.
Yeah, that was terrible.
With Taraji.
No.
I guess
The Shack. It was called The Shack.
Oh, okay.
That was a dope movie. That was the I'm talking about with Octavia Spencer.
Oh.
When she was God. Hey, wrap this up, man. Bring in the music.
What happened, man?
We just looking bad out here, man.
Man, we was talking about Denzel and you threw
You
right.
I threw a curveball with the women. I'm sorry.
No, but in real talk, it's an issue.
It is, and it shows just how much of an issue it is by the tail end of episode 14. But check it out, man. Let us know what y'all favorite Denzel characters are. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know. If you can name some women who you think got a catalog like Denzel or like Leo, hit us up. Let us know how y'all feeling and what you think, man. Keep
Black Thought album. Give it a listen.
Please do. It's
Dipset.
phenomenal.
Give it a listen. Just for Jones.
Yo, Jim Jones bodied that. Black Thought bodied that. That's 2 dope projects. Check them out. And keep rocking with us, man. We tuning in next week. Episode 15.
You know, that probably was a sign that this show was about to be off the rails when the light went out.
That you right. that might have been God dimming down on us.
Curtains on these
real
cats,
bad
man.
tonight.
Curtains on these cats. But we'll holler at
It's
you.
over, y'all. Peace. Oh man.